Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices. Secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying in the buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief. Terrible.
I held his fingers steady as he dialed. I gave him the piece to say, "Honey, I'm not going to make it. But it's okay. I'm ready to go." I was with his wife when he called as she fed breakfast to their children. I held her up as she tried to understand his words. And as she realized he wasn't coming home that night. I was in the stairwell of the 23rd floor when a woman cried out to me for help. "I've been knocking on the door of your heart for 50 years. I said, "Of course, I'll show you the way home. Only believe in me now." I was at the base of the building when the priest ministered to the injured and devastated souls. I took him home to tend his flock in heaven. He heard my voice and answered. I was on all 4 of those planes, in every seat, with every prayer. I was with the crew as they were overtaken. I was in the very hearts of the believers there, comforting and assuring them that their faith has saved them. I was in Texas, Kansas, London. I was standing next to you when you heard the terrible news. Did you sense me? I want you to know that I saw every face. I knew every name, though not all know me. Some met me for the first time on the 86th floor. Some sought me with their last breath. Some couldn't hear me calling to them through the smoke and flames. "Come to me, this way, take my hand." Some chose, for the final time,
in New York City and Washington, D.C. to help with local rescue efforts.
But I was there.
Our first priority is to get help to those who have been injured and to take every precaution
I did not place you in the tower
to protect
that
our
day.
citizens at home and around the
You may
world
not
from
know
further
why.
attacks. The functions
But
of
I
our
do.
government continue without interruption. Federal
However,
agencies in
if
Washington,
you were
which had to
there
be
in that
evacuated
explosive moment
today,
in time,
are reopening for essential personnel tonight and will be
you
open
ever
for
reached for
business
me?
tomorrow. Our financial institutions remain strong,
September
and the American
11th,
economy will be open for
2001 was
business
not
as
the
well.
end of the journey for you.
The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts.
But someday your journey
I've
will
directed
end,
the full
and
resources
I'll
of
be
our
there
intelligence
for
and
you
law
as well.
enforcement communities to find those responsible and to bring them to justice.
Seek me now while
We
I
will
may
make
be
no
found.
distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts
Then, at any
and
moment,
those who harbor
you know
them.
you're ready to go.
I appreciate so very much the members of Congress who have joined me in
I will be
strongly
in the
condemning
stairwell
these
of your
attacks.
final moments.
And on behalf of the American people, I thank the many world leaders who have called to offer their condolences and assistance.
I love
America and our friends and allies join with all those who want peace and security in the world. And we stand together to win the war against terrorism. Tonight I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve, for the children whose worlds have been shattered, for all whose sense of safety and security has been threatened. And I pray they will be comforted by a power greater than any of us, spoken through the ages in Psalm 23. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. America has stood down enemies before, and we will do so this time. None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night, and God bless America.
It appears that there is more and more fire and smoke enveloping the very top of the building, and as fire crews are descending on this area, it does not appear that there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
Dear Lord.
I did not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
I just saw another plane coming in from the side.